know that agriculture is one of the largest industries in New York State? It contributes more than $3 billion in economic activity, including nearly $1 billion in wages. But the industry is changing. We just got a look at the USDA's latest ag census here in New York, shared by the state's Farm Bureau. As of 2022, there were a little more than 30,000 farms here, down from more than 33,000 5 years ago. Chautauqua County has the most in our region, more than 1,200, actually up a little bit compared to 2017. Erie and Cattaraugus counties aren't too far behind. Both of them, though, have lost farms since that last census a half a decade ago. Joining us live tonight to talk about all this is Steve Ammerman. He is Director of Communications with the New York Farm Bureau. Steve, it's great to have you back. And you said earlier today that 98% of the farms in the state are still family owned. I know that's important, but there are fewer of them. First, let me ask you just what in this census data worries you, if anything?
Well, it's really a trend that we've been seeing for the past many years, and that is more of a consolidation that's happening in agriculture. We're seeing a drop, in particular, in the middle-sized farms, which is, always discouraging. Some of the larger-sized farms tend to be, growing in numbers, but we're really losing a lot of farms. In fact, we lost about 2,900 in the past 5 years on the smaller and mid-sized farm level. That's a 9% drop. That's the largest drop we've seen in more than 3 decades. So that's concerning.
Looking specifically at dairy farms, we have about 1,900 fewer than 5 years ago when you look at just that subset. Even though the total number of dairy cows has actually increased a little bit, I think that speaks to what you mean there when you talk about consolidation happening, fewer farms that are getting bigger. What is the worry with that? Does that eventually lead to us worrying that we're going to pay more at the grocery store?
Well, it shows that there is that consolidation. It's the larger farms that are more efficient. They're able to sustain a lot of the heavier impacts that are coming their way financially from regulations that are making it more difficult to do business in the state. They can absorb some of that a little bit better, even though it's incredibly challenging on those farms as well. But when it comes to what people pay at the market, our farms don't set their prices. They're dictated for dairy, for instance, by a complicated milk marketing formula that's set at the federal level. Our fruit and vegetable farmers compete on the wholesale market. They're competing against farmers from other states, as well as product that's coming in from Canada and Mexico. In fact, imports coming in from Mexico have climbed more than 300% in the past decade for fruits and vegetables. So that just shows you the competition that's out there. So a lot of these numbers aren't going to translate so much into higher food prices, though the concern is for people who are out there, shopping. Where's their food coming from? Is it coming from further away? Is there a larger environmental impact instead of supporting, or rather than supporting, local farms? So there are still concerns, across the board anytime that you lose local farms.
I mentioned there Chautauqua County is a bit of a bright spot here. We actually have slightly more farms in Chautauqua County than we did during that last census 5 years ago. You also mentioned today we've seen an increase in orchards and oyster producers. React to some of the positives in the census.
Anytime you see growth in certain sectors, that's a good thing. I'll be honest, I was a little surprised that there were an increase in orchards because those tend to be very labor-intensive businesses, labor-intensive farms. And labor was one of the largest increases that we saw come out in this ag census. In fact, labor prices were up 41% over the past 5 years, which is very difficult for farms to absorb when they can't pass those costs on to their customers. So, but still, that's good news. That shows there's still opportunity out there. There's still people looking to grow their operations or get into farming. We're really trying to concentrate on beginning farmers and young farmers, trying to improve farmland transition, really creating more opportunities for farms because we need our family farms in this state to produce the food, to support their local economies, to provide jobs. It's critical that we all work together to try and find ways to help this industry grow rather than recede, which is what we saw in this data in the ag census.
Steve, I'm almost out of time, but really quickly, obviously, your industry, like every industry, is impacted by state government. We're going through budget talks right now in Albany. What is the focus there legislatively?
Yeah, the budget that came out of the governor's office is a really positive first step, and certainly the legislature will be involved in those discussions. But we're looking to expand market opportunities through things like Nourish New York and Healthy School Meals for All, which would be a boon to support local farmers as well. Research dollars are critical to support helping our farmers adapt to climate change, environmental conservation dollars, again, to help our farmers implement best management practices and really be more sustainable. So there's a lot of positive momentum in the state budget, and certainly we encourage everybody to let their lawmakers know to support agriculture because it's vital to the state, it's vital to our food system, and it's vital to our economy.
Steve Ammerman is the New York Farm Bureau's Director of Communications. Thanks for coming back on the show. It's good to see you, Steve.
Thanks, Michael. You too.